Today we are going to discuss chapter 8 lesson 8 solve problems involving surface area. Mainly we are going to talk about 3D shapes and 3D shapes and nets, 3D shapes in real world and drawing 3D shapes. Let's check what are the main things we need to learn today. We are learning about 3D shapes. Be able to recognize basic 3D shapes and name them. Be able to calculate the number of faces, vertices, and edges for 3D shapes. And we are learning about 3D shapes in the real world. That also we are going to discuss today. Look at this. This shape's named as cube, and this is cuboid. Yeah, this is cylinder. This one is cone. This is triangular prism, and this is sphere. This is called square-based pyramid. Now let's check the 2D net shapes of those shapes. First of all, let's check the cube. If you take the 2D net shapes of the cube, it will look like this. And if you take the triangular prism, it will look like this. And the net shapes of the cuboids will be like this. This is the cone. This is the cylinder, net shape of the cylinder. And the square base pyramid will be like this. So we list 4 objects in real life that are cuboid shaped. So let's check the cuboid shaped real life objects. Brick is an example for cuboid. Wardrobe is also an example. Door and textbook also an example for 2D shapes in cuboid object, in cuboid shape. Let's check the sphere shape. Football, golf ball, tennis ball, all kind of balls you can say, most of the heads of balls, and radar also. Well, let's check the triangular prism examples in real life. Tent is an example. Seats look like this, also an example. Roof is also an example. See this like swing frame, also an example for the triangular prism in real life. Well, let's discuss face, edge, and vertices. Calculate the number of faces, edges, and vertices for a cube. Let's check how does it work. See, we know faces are squares. In the case of cube, there are 6 faces, right? Look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the back side 6. So total 6 faces are there. Let's check now how many edges are there. Look at that. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? These colors represent the edges, different colors. So let's say 12 edges are there. And how many vertices are there? 8 vertices. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each one called vertex. The plural form of the vertex is vertices. Now let's check the faces, edges, and vertices of cuboid. Faces are the sides of a shape. It's a surface area. The total surface area, we can add all this area. It will give you the surface area. And edges are where the 2 faces meet, lines. This is called vertex, and plural form is called vertices. Where the lines meet or the corner, that we can call vertex. See, these all are the vertices. So let's check the faces and edge and corners. I mean, we can say the vertex, right? Yeah. We also have. So let's find how many numbers are there. Front and back are the same. Look at that. They are the same, right? And top and bottom are also the same. In the case of the cuboid. And right and left are also the same. See? So let's say how many faces are there. There are 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 faces. How many edges are there? Yeah, there are 12 edges, of course, same as the cube. And how many vertices are there? 8 vertices are there. Well, let's calculate the face, edge, and vertices of the cylinder, triangular, prism, cone, sphere. We already named these shapes. This is cylinder, triangular, prism, cone shapes, right? Now let's check the faces. How many faces are there? Edges are there. Vertices also there. In the case of cylinder, look at that. There are upper part, there is a face, and down part. So there are 2 faces and 1 curved face. So total 3 faces are there. So 3 faces, 2 edges, 0 vertices. In the case of triangular prism, there are 5 faces, 9 edges, and 6 vertices. In the case of the cone, as you know, there are 2 faces. One is curved face, another one is the circle face, the down part, okay, the base, and 1 edge, and we can say 1 vertex. In the case of sphere, there are 1 face and 0 edges and 0 vertices. Now let's go to the do you know how. Just go to the page number 468, workout question number 4 to 6. Now let's check again the net and surface area of the cube to know what net means and decide if the diagram makes a net for a cube, and work out the surface area of a cube using previous knowledge. So let's talk about the net. The net of a solid shape is the shape that you would get if it was made of a cardboard and you open it up and lay it out flat. You will get an exact idea about net. There are 6 faces in this cube, right? Look at the picture. All faces are congruent. Of course, in the case of the cube, all faces are congruent. See, the difference between cube and cuboid is this matter. All 6 faces are congruent in the case of cube, but we checked the previous pages. What's the difference between that all, right? The cube and cuboid. And all faces are squares. So look at this first one. The front side, it will look like this, and the second one, the back side, it will be like this. I mean the right side. And look at this, the back side, the left side, the upper part, and the lower part. So the front, right, back, left, and the top, bottom looks like this. After open it up and lay it up flat, it will give you an idea. So this is the net of cube. I hope you understand. Now the next part, the question, find the surface area of the cube below. So how you will find the surface area of this cube? See what we know. What do we know? Yeah, made up of 6 faces, right? All are same. Why? Because we said cube has 6 congruent faces. All are squares, right? Yeah. So area will be length multiply length, or we can say side multiply side in the case of the square. So first I will multiply this in the first face. It will be 5 multiply 5, it will be 25 centimeters square, or square centimeter. Don't forget, unit of the square, unit of the area always square unit. Okay. So total, see, we said this is the area of the first or one face. So there are, like, we have total 6 faces are there. So we know the total surface area will be 6 multiplied 25. It will be 150 centimeters square. Well, now let's find the area, surface area of a cuboid. There are 6 faces. Top and bottom are congruent. Front and back are congruent. And left and right congruent. Let's check it. It will look like this. We are making, or we are converting, or we are finding its net shape. It will be like this. So the right side and left side will be look like this. So finally you will get an idea about the net of the cuboid. Now let's move to the surface area part. How you will find it? So this is the net for the cuboid. So let's find the surface area of this cuboid. Front and back are the same. Look at this. and top and bottom also the same. Yeah, and right and left also the same. So how you will find the surface area of this picture or the cuboid? Let's see. The front area, we know length times breadth, right? Or yeah, LB. So we can say 5 multiply 4. 5 multiply 4 will be 20 centimeters square. So the top area will be LB. Of course, this is a rectangle, right? So we'll use the same formula, length multiply breadth. See, the length is 5, and what's the breadth? Look at this provided already 3. So 5 times 3 will be 15 centimeters square. Next, the side area, L times B. We know 4 multiply 3 or 3 multiply 4 will give you 12 centimeters square. So we have front area, top area, and side area, right? So we have to find the total area like that. How many front areas are there? Look at this. Front and back are same, right? Yeah, so right, 20 plus 20. And we have top and bottom also same, right? So 15 plus 15. And we have side areas are there. They also same, so 12 plus 12. So we will add up all these areas. So you'll get the total surface area of the cuboid. It will be 94 centimeters square. So now move the net and surface area of triangular prism. Well, let's check the net and surface area of triangular prism. Look at that, there are triangle and rectangles, right? See, 5 faces are there, 3 congruent rectangles, 1, 2, 3. There are rectangles, 3 congruent rectangles, and 2 congruent triangles. Look at this. So let's check the net of this picture, this shape. It will look like this. This is the net for the triangular prism. Well, let's find the surface area of the right triangle prism. See, there are 2 triangles are same, and one rectangle 3 centimeter by 10. That means length and width. Okay. One rectangle 4 centimeter and 10 centimeter, and one rectangle 5 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So let's check how you'll find surface area of this right angle prism. First, we know how to find the area of the triangle, right? Half BH. So we are replacing the values, you will get the answer. 4 times 1 over 2 times 3 will be 6. So 6 centimeters square will be the triangle area. We are finding first one triangle area. Okay, rectangle area, rectangle 1 area, the first rectangle. Look at that, 3 times 10 will be 30 centimeters square. And the next one, we are taking second triangle, second rectangle. Area will be length times breadth, will be 4 times 10, it will be 40 centimeters square. And rectangle, the third rectangle will be, we know 5 times 10 will be 50 centimeters square. So total area, we know there are 6 plus 6 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50. Why 6 plus 6? We know there are 2 triangles, right? So we add up, the sum will be 132 centimeters square will be the total surface area of this right angle prism. Well, now try the practice and problem solving part. Questions 7 to 9, page number 469 to 70.